Alright, Shalom Akim. Alright, this is the brother Shamar Moth. Alongside of me I have the brother
Jeremiah.
Our lawyer.
Ramat.
Alright, and we the brothers from GMS Miami. Okay, before we kick anything off, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to all Akim out there pushing his truth and all truth and sincerity diligently, alright? This video is going to be entitled, Woe. I just get it says, Woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel, alright? That's the title of the video, point blank, period. And what we're going to do is we're going to read through 1 Corinthians, the 9th chapter, alright? And basically get some precepts to land back off this chapter, man. And basically get into the, get into the spirit of, brothers, you gotta be on fire for this word in a roundabout way, man. Okay, because at the end of the day, if you preach not the gospel, the scriptures just told you, it's woe unto you, man, death and destruction, man. Okay? If you're not doing this work, man, if you're not doing this work, it's nothing good coming for you, man. You see the 2/3 and how they live it, man. Alright? And especially if you put your hand to this plow already, the Lord had woke you up to this beautiful light and you fall back into the world, man. There's nothing but death coming to you, So with that, we're just gonna get into it. It's 1 Corinthians, the 9th chapter, and the 1st verse, and it reads, am I not an apostle? Am I not free? Have I not seen Yahweh Shai Mashiach our Lord? Are not ye my work in the Lord? If I be not an apostle unto others, yet doubtless I am to you. For the seal of my apostleship are ye in the Lord.
Come, man, and that just goes to show, man. Paul was speaking to the people that he was writing to, but that goes for all brothers that be in the truth, man. Putting up videos, pushing the word, whether it be on the highways and byways, in a camp, or by yourself, man. No matter what, man. Even if you got that 1 view, 2 views, you got a small amount of views, brothers watching you. Them watching you and being edified off of you, that's still proof that the Spirit of Most High is upon you and has sent you to go teach the word, man. Okay, so that the amount of views that you get on YouTube, that shouldn't discourage brothers from doing the work, man, and pushing the word, man. Because even if it's that 1 view, man, even if it's that 2 views, man, you still edifying somebody, man. The scriptures say the angels in heaven rejoice over 1 sinner that turneth to repentance, man. Mm-hmm. Yahweh Shai said that, man.
That's right. Verse 3, mine answer to them that do examine me is this: have we not power to eat and to drink? Have we not power to lead about a sister, a wife, as well as other apostles, as the brethren of the Lord and Cephas? Only I and Barnabas have we, or I only and Barnabas have we not power to forbear workings?
Come, man. So Apostle Paul he's going into how the Most High gave him authority. The Most High actually made him an apostle. All right, and if he didn't want to work, he didn't technically have to according to the law. He was still in the same lot instead as the other apostles like Cephas and James, and the guys that were before him, John.
Mm-hmm. Verse 7: Who goeth the warfare any time at his own charge? Who planteth the vineyard and eateth not of the fruit thereof? Or who feedeth the flock and eateth not of the milk of the flock?
God. All right, so Paul's going into the work of the ministry. He's comparing it to just basic jobs and labors of the world, man, who go to warfare at his own charge. Okay, meaning that when somebody go to warfare, they have money backing them, basically. Okay, people helping them out. All right, they don't pull from their own account; they pull from everybody else. Right? Who planted a vineyard and eateth not the fruit thereof? If you plant a garden, of apples, or strawberries, you're gonna eat those apples and strawberries. Okay, if you have a flock, you're gonna drink the milk of the flock, whether it be goat or sheep or cows or whatever. Yep. Okay, so Paul's basically saying he had the authority of the position that he's in. He didn't technically have to work. Okay, he technically didn't have to work. He could have used his authority and just say, you brothers help me out because I'm pushing the gospel. I'm moving here and there, preaching the word. I can't maintain a steady job like that, and technically according to the law, y'all supposed to give me tithes. Yep. Paul could have done that, but he's not doing that, because he doesn't want to have people associate him doing the work with him just doing it for the money. You know, he's doing it out of free will, so to speak, or doing it willingly.
Because he's supposed to do the work. Period.
Yeah,
Exactly.
at the end of the day,
Exactly.
at the end of the day, that's the duty of an Israelite man. All right, that's our job. Our job is to do the work as an Israelite man.
That's the whole duty of
The
man.
man, you can. The scriptures say that. That's right. Verse 8. Say I dish these things as a man, or saith not the law saith not the law the same also? For it is written in the law of Moses, thou shalt not muzzle the mouth of the ox that treadeth out the corn, that teareth out the corn. Doeth the Most High take care of oxen? Or saith he it altogether for our sakes? For our sakes, no doubt, this is written, that he that ploweth should plow in hope, and that he that thresheth in hope should be partakers in his hope.
All right. So he's appealing to the law, and he says that it was for their sakes, man. So that he that ploweth in hope, man. You supposed the apostles, okay, they were supposed to be taken care of because they was actually putting their hands to the plow, man, preaching the gospel, preaching the word throughout the earth at the time, okay, on foot, by ship, okay, in rough waters, okay, by horseback, whatever, man, okay. So they were supposed to get rewarded for their labor, all right, actually getting taken care of by the churches, by the different members of the church, okay. But Paul's saying that, you know, he's not gonna make that the focal point. He's not gonna actually use his authority to actually demand it of brothers, because he got to do it anyway. And regardless, Paul still had that reward anyway, man,
right,
for pushing the work, regardless of whether or not, you know, they wanted to take care of him and esteem him as an apostle like they were supposed to or not.
Yep. That's right. Verse 11. If we have sown unto you spiritual things, is it a great thing if we shall reap your carnal things?
Those spiritual things being the gifts, man. Okay, the gospel, all right, the word. That's the spiritual things that Paul and the other apostles were sowing. So he asked the question: if we sow unto you spiritual things, shall we not reap of you carnal things? Okay, whether that be food, clothing, place to stay, money, you know, things of that nature.
And spiritual things outweigh the carnal things.
Exactly.
That's why I'm saying, is it a great thing if we shall reap your carnal things? Because the carnal things can't amount to the spiritual things that through the spirit and power of Yahweh Basham Yahushua, Apostle Paul and the rest of the apostles will give it to the brethren everywhere.
True. Yahushua even told his disciples when they go out to go preach, they shouldn't be taking purses or the shoes people supposed to be providing for them, man.
That's right.
You know, and King Solomon himself, he asked the Lord for spiritual things, and the Lord told him he's gonna give him more, man, surplus. You know, verse 12. If others be partaker of this power over you, are not we rather?
So Paul was saying, if others be partakers of this power over you, are not we rather? Should not we have be partakers as well? All right, he's talking about them false apostles, man. Okay, who was not the true apostles of Yahushua. They was lording over brothers and stuff like that, not actually living and walking the walk, man. All right, so if you let these false apostles have this power over you, what about us that's actually been laboring with you and going through hell for pushing the word to you, you know?
Nevertheless, we have not used this power, but suffer all things, lest we should hinder the gospel of Hamashiach.
Which that's the point, okay? Paul said that he's not going to use the power, but he'll rather suffer, man. Okay, so that the gospel's not hindered, man. So the ministry is not blamed. Oh, Paul just doing it. The apostle just doing it for money.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. Verse 13. Do ye not know that they which minister about holy things live of the things of the temple, and they which wait at the altar are partakers with the altar? Even so hath the Lord ordained that they which preach the gospel should live of the gospel. But I have used none of these things, neither have I written these things, that it should be done. It should be so done unto me, for it would rat us. My bad, Slakia. I reread that. 1 Corinthians 9:15. But I have used none of these things, neither have I written these things, that it should be so done unto me. For it were better for me to die than that any man should make my glorying void.
Con. So Paul's saying that he would rather die than have anybody make his glory in the void, because he didn't want nobody to associate the work that he was doing, which is doing it for money.
That's right.
You know, because he knew the reason why he was doing it, because he had that fear of the Lord. Okay, he actually saw the Lord. The Lord actually spoke to him. You know, he knew what it was. You know, he didn't want nobody to associate the most holy faith in Yahushua with freaking mammon.
That's
okay?
right. That's right.
Which that was a wise move, man, because that showed you that he feared the Lord, that he really believed what the hell he was talking about, man, what the hell he was preaching, and that shows you that he understood that the Most High was a jealous power.
That's right. That's right. For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of, for necessity is laid upon me. Yea, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel.
And that's the point. That's the point of the lesson, man. All right. Though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of, for necessity, okay, is laid upon me. Okay, so this is a necessity, man. Okay, this is what we got to do this, man.
Yep.
Woe unto us if we preach not the gospel, man, because the Lord gave us the word, man. He told us to let our light shine. Okay, he gave us this gift. He gave us his truth. We're supposed to push it out. Okay.
That's right. That's right.
Lest we be destroyed.
That's right. Hey, and you saying that, this is Luke 9:62. And Yahushua said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom.
Yeah. So you put your hand on the plow, you start doing that work, and you look back and you quit. You don't finish doing this work. You're not fit for the kingdom. And if you ain't fit for the kingdom, what that mean for you? If you're over here in America, that mean you're gonna be destroyed.
That's right. That's right.
And this work is serious, man. We signed up a contract, man, with the Heavenly Father, man, in the name of His Son Yahushua. So we gotta finish, or else woe unto us.
That's right. That's right. Land back off that. This is James 1. James 1:23. You want to read it up?
Yeah, James 1 verse 23. It says, "For if
start at 22.
James 1 verse 22, but be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves."
Yeah, man. Be doers of the word, not hearers only, man. Because at the end of the day, when you hear the word is supposed to compel you to go out and push the word, man. And that's how you become a doer of the word, man. Because you're pushing the truth, man. All right. You've entered into your watch, man. All right. You standing upon that wall now, man. All right. You done seen that Yahushua told John, we're gonna get that. All right. The next precept, we're gonna get that. Yahushua told John, if you love me, feed my sheep, man. What?
And that goes with the scripture. I'm not saying it verbatimly, but it's better for you to not have heard the truth,
Yeah, again.
than for you to have known the truth and don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
So don't just be a hearer of this. You better do this, man. That's your duty as a man.
That's right. That's right. Go ahead up.
Verse 23. For if
Hey, Salaki, my bad. And you see how verse 22 says deceiving your own selves, because there's things out there that's just hearing and just feeling like, hey, because I heard the word, I'm saved. Nah, you deceiving yourself, man.
Yep.
You deceive.
I heard it. I agreed. So I'm good.
Nah, you deceiving yourself.
I
Cause at
heard it,
the
I believe in it. Nah, it's more than that.
Right,
feel me?
because at the end of the day, the scriptures talk about how the word it's the engrafted word. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay, the word is like a seed. Okay, that's planted in you. All right, so the word is actually supposed to work in you. Okay, that's why it's called the fruits of the spirit. Okay, where do fruits come from? Fruits come from
a
trees. Trees come from seeds.
Yep.
Okay, so it's actually supposed to work and actually supposed to change you. It's actually supposed to renew you. You know.
Hey, and that's beautiful how you brought that out, because at the end of the day, guess what? It's that seed's supposed to plant in you. If you're good soil, it's going to flourish and come out. And guess what's going to happen? You're going to end up as just like the regular cycle of a tree in the ecosystem. That tree becomes big, and guess what it's going to do? It's going to throw its seeds and bear fruit. So you're supposed to be doing the work so you can bear more fruit until Yahushua, man.
Yep.
Hey, like the parable of the 10 virgins. You know, they all heard, and they believed that the The bridegroom was coming.
Yep.
Yet only 5 of them did the work.
Yep.
Only 5 of them went and got the oil,
Got the oil,
got the lamps,
trimmed it.
Yeah. The rest of them, they just heard. So when it was time that the bridegroom came, which is Yahweh Shai, they heard it, but they wasn't prepared.
Yep.
They didn't do what was required for the wedding. You know?
By you being a doer of the word, you putting off the old man, you putting on the new man.
Yep.
You know?
You put away childish things.
That's right.
Yep, that's what shows that you actually have real faith.
Right.
Okay, because faith without works is dead.
It's dead. That's what I was gonna say that. That boy, yeah.
Hey, how else are you supposed to mount up them treasures in heaven if you ain't doing the work?
Yep.
Just by sitting there, you building up your treasures in heaven?
Come on,
A
man.
lot of people would say they Israelites. Okay, it's more than that, man.
God, it is more than that. It is more than that, man. Because that comes with works, man. Most High said, if ye hear my word and do them, then shall ye be a peculiar nation unto me, above all the people that be upon the face of the earth. And that's how people end up becoming strangers and Gentiles, because they fell away from the commandments.
Yep.
Okay, so they was not considered that holy people, that peculiar people, and therefore they was being called Gentiles. That's a breakdown of what Paul was talking about. Okay, and that's why they had to be adopted back in, and that's why it's imperative for us to not only be hearers of the word, but doers, man. Okay? Lest we be not adopted back into the good grace of the Heavenly Father and die.
Because at the end of the day, we do all things for the elect's sake, man. So, and us going out and doing the work, we in hopes, we doing that in hopes that we bringing in the elect to seal the elect, man. Right. We doing it for their sake regardless, man. So, why wouldn't you want to do the work, man? Come on, man. Go ahead,
All right, verse 23. For if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass. For he beholdeth himself and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he was.
Yeah, man, because guess what? The dude that was a hearer and not a doer, all right, in that analogy of the man holding his natural face to the glass, looking at his natural face in glass and walking away and forgetting the manner of man he was, in a sense, that's just like a dude that's not pushing the truth. The second he go back into the world, hey, we all know what happened to Lot's wife. She became a pillar of salt to this day because she did what? She looked back unto Sodom and Gomorrah, right? Them dudes that don't stop doing the work or just a hearer and not a doer, they're not really in tune into this. They still on that worldly shit, man. So guess what? They gonna die, man. They gonna die, man, in a roundabout way. All right, they forgot what type of person he was. They forgot the manner of person he was. They gonna go away, man. Straight way, dead, man.
Because looking at yourself is basically like it's saying like unto a man beholding his natural face in the glass. Like you looking at the mirror and that's vanity, man. And the next verse gonna go into it, man. You really supposed to be trying to change from that man. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be putting off that man. You know?
God, which that ultimately that goes into the purpose of the law, man. Okay, one of the purposes of the law was to teach us how to live, and then the other purpose, okay, was to show us that we're sinners, okay, that we in need of grace and mercy. So the law acts as a mirror, all right. And if you being a hearer of the word and you saying Khan and yeah, that's right, all right, and what they saying is the truth and I agree, okay, and you agreeing and you looking into that mirror, then that means that you also got to acknowledge that you got to make changes, all right. That's why it says a man beholding his natural face in a glass, all right, but then he goes straight away and forget what manner of man he is. You look in the morning in the mirror and you see that you got shit on your face and you got to do this and that to clean yourself up. But instead of doing it, you just walk out and you go about your business, man. That's a fool.
That's why Lot's wife got fucking put to death how she did, because she was being a fool. She didn't want to change. She wanted to continue to live amongst the wicked, man. All right, and the Lord put her to death, man, because she looked back. All right, so yeah, go ahead.
Verse 25. But whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty and continueth therein, he being not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the work, this man shall be blessed in his deed.
But whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty, okay, which liberty is the freedom to live as we should and not as we want to when we actually go into the word. All right, so now we looking into this truth. We got the liberty to live as we ought to live. All right, and continue with therein, and be not just a forgetful hearer, God who just hears it and then goes away, but is actually a doer of the work. This man is blessing his deed, man. Okay, because at the end of the day, that blessing that was upon Abraham was imputed unto him because of his faith, man. Okay, and because he actually acted upon that faith, man. Okay, so you got to, in order to be blessed, you actually have to hear the word, have faith in it, and then you actually got to do it and apply it.
That's
you
right.
know?
That's right.
And that's how we're going to inherit the promises, man.
That's right. Shoot. All right. The next precept is John 21:16 through 17. All right. You want to read it?
John 21 verse 16, and this is the count. Simon was talking to Yahushua after Yahushua died and rose from the grave, and Yahushua was asking, "Do you love me?" And Simon was saying, "Yeah." And this is the second time he asks him. He said to him again the second time, "Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me?" He said unto him, "Yeah, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee." He, Yahushua, said unto him, "Feed my sheep." He said unto him the third time, "Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me?" Peter was grieved because he said unto him the third time, "Lovest thou me?" And he said unto him, "Lord, thou knowest all things, thou knowest that I love thee." Yahushua said unto him, "Feed my sheep." So if you say that you love Yahushua, who the word ignorantly calls Jesus, say that you love him, you say that you worship him, you believe in him,
Say you got faith in them and all of that.
you want to be saved by him,
You gotta do work.
feed my sheep. Do the work, man.
You gotta do work.
Who are the sheep? Those who need to be woken up. Brothers who woken up who need to be who need to continue to be edified. So the most effective way to do the work is pushing this word, man.
Yep.
So the people could hear up. So push the word, so the elect of Israel could be woken up and built up.
That's right.
God. Push the word and live by it, too.
That's
Come.
It says, "Feed my sheep." This sheep is the lost sheep of the house of Israel, man.
Yep.
God. And the Lord said that He was gonna set up His pastors and His teachers that will feed you with knowledge and understanding. You know.
Yeah, man.
Cause who needs a physician? We do, man.
Yep.
You know.
It's a lot, man.
It's like, cause we were once lost too. You know. So the elect is still out there that need the gospel preached unto, man.
And you got to do it in truth and sincerity. Because if you still saying Jesus Christ and praying in Jesus Christ and teaching people that, you're not feeding the sheep, man. You trying to feed them gasoline, poison, rat poison, stuff like that. Things that shouldn't be ate.
Hey, the scripture say the blind lead the blind, both shall fall in the ditch, man.
Yeah. See, that's important though. You gotta push this word, the truth.
Truth.
That's right.
All right, go back to 1 Corinthians 9:17. Yeah.
This is 1 Corinthians 9:17. It says, "For if I do this thing willingly, I have a reward. But if against my will, a dispensation of the gospel is committed unto me."
Yeah, man. Paul was like, yo, if he do the work, all right, if he pushes truth willingly, he has a reward, man. Because if he endures that all the way to the end, the Heavenly Father's going to deliver him, man. All right, and give him the kingdom, man. But if against my will, a dispensation of the gospel is coming onto me, me and Paul is just basically some dude that was put into the ministry for a time and season, man. All right, and he's not going to receive no reward of it, man, because he doing it against his will, so to say. No.
Verse 18, it says, "What is my reward? What is my reward then? Verily, that when I preach the gospel, I may make the gospel of Hamashiach Yahushua without charge, that I abuse not my power in the gospel." So that goes back to the point Paul was making it before, man. His reward that he preached the word of Yahweh Yahushua without charge, okay, without actually enforcing the need for brothers, to tithe him, because he knew the Lord had him anyway, man. And he was supposed to do it regardless.
That's right.
Verse 19, "For though I be free from all men, yet have I made myself servant unto all, that I might gain the more. So Paul humbled himself, man, so that he could gain men, man, so that he could be that vessel to help save souls, man.
Yep, more,
all right,
yep.
and that's something that really that'll really how would I say it? Convince people of how sincere you are, man.
Mm-hmm.
How well you willing to abase yourself, okay, for what you preach, okay, and that helped Paul in his ministry, man. They saw that he was really serious about that, okay. He wasn't just making that up when he said that he actually saw Yahushua, you know. Verse 20, it says, "And unto the Jews I became as a Jew, that I might gain the Jews. To them that are under the law, as under the law, that I might gain them that are under the law. To them that are without the law, as without the law, being not without the law of God, but under the law of Hamashiach, that I might gain them that are without the law. To the weak became I as weak, that I might gain the weak. I am made all things to all men, that I might by all means save some." Okay, so Paul was multifaceted, man. He knew the law, okay, he knew the customs of the Jews, all right, and he became as a Jew unto them that he might gain the Jews. All right, to them that were without the law, those Israelite foreigners that didn't have the understanding of the law, that didn't know the customs and the prophecies, okay, he spoke to them in a manner that they could understand.
Yep.
Okay, he humbled himself to the weak that couldn't really get it, okay, the lowly, all right, so that he could gain some of them, because he knew that the elect was coming from all facets of life.
Walks of life.
Okay, and he was willing to suffer all things, serving unto all right, for the elect's sake.
That's
Okay.
right, man. That's right.
I'm gonna keep reading out.
Yeah, but the point I was gonna say too, though, like, you know, just got, you see how diligent Paul was in doing the work, man. All right, how devoted he was, man. All right, that's the same mindset you have to have when you in this thing of ours, man. Okay, you gotta be willing to. Hey, anybody come up with you, you gotta be able to talk to anybody in the sense where your only mindset is, hey, if he's part of the elect, I'm trying to wake him up so he can get the fuck out of here. That's supposed to be your mindset, man. All right, that's why Paul said that he may save some, because like the brother was saying, the elect gonna come out of every walk of life, man. Okay, every walk of life. So if you not preaching the gospel, how are you reaching those elect members in each walk of life, man? All right, because your words can flow to everybody, man. All right, it's gonna go out, man. Okay, but you keep reading on.
Verse 23, 1 Corinthians 9 and 23, it says, "And this I do for the gospel's sake, that I might be partaker thereof with you." No, I want to get saved with you too.
Yep.
Verse 24.
Nah, keep going, because I have a point that I want to say. Go ahead.
Verse 24, "Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize, so run that ye may obtain."
Yeah, man. Paul is basically saying, yo, don't you know everybody running in a race, but one win the prize. Hey, look, now that you know this, run, man, run that you may attain. And the way he's saying by running is, hey, get into this, man. All right, follow Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. If the Spirit jump on you to be a prophet, go preach, man. Do the work, man. Run, man. Run.
But it says one receiveth the prize. That's talking about
The elect, man.
the elect.
The elect.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
So like,
No. That's the Spirit. Took the words right out my mouth. The elect.
Yep.
The ones who don't endure to the end, they're the ones who don't receive the prize.
They the rest of the people that's running that race, man.
So run that ye may obtain.
Yep.
Yeah.
The election hath obtained it. The
But
rest will
not.
not.
Yep. Keep going up.
That goes into enduring to the end, man.
Yep.
You know?
That's right.
Verse 25, verse 25, "And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. So, Salakia, I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air. I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway." Okay, so Paul is making an analogy to athletics, okay? Every man that strives for the mastery is temperate in all things, balanced, okay? Self-control,
Yep.
all right? You have boxers, you have athletes, okay, football players, you have track runners, etc., all right? They have self-control over their diet, the things that they consume, okay, how they work out, all right? Okay, and they do that so that they're prime condition for whatever sport that they're in. All right, but they do it for a corruptible crown. Okay, because the next year is going to be a new champion. All right, those gold medals and those gold trophies, silver trophies, bronze trophies, that's going to rust. Okay, but we do it for an incorruptible. All right, we do this not as uncertainly because we know what we fighting for. That's what Paul basically saying. He know what he fighting for. He not shadow boxing. You know, he not doing this for no reason. He do it because he actually knew what he saw, man. He actually saw Yahushua. Yahushua actually spoke to him, supped with him, and he knew what he was going to gain, man, which was those incorruptible bodies.
And he knew what's going to come to the world, man. Destruction.
Verse 27, but I keep under my body and bring it into subjection.
Hey, so like I can say this, and talk on the point I said he knew what was going to come to destruction because you refer to sports and how they work out and condition themselves to stay in prime condition, right? All right, and you being in this truth, you doing the work. All right, you have to make sure you keep yourself in prime condition, man. You got to study, man. You got to study. You got to fellowship with brothers. You got to pray. You got to fast. You get what I'm saying? You got to make videos. You got to push the truth. That all in that, all the things that you do on your downtime is going to help you to continue to endure that marathon you're doing and preaching the truth. You get what I'm saying? All right, and in a sense, you run into Yahushua, man. You run away from that destruction, man. Yeah.
Yeah, the Bible says to study to show thyself approved,
Yep.
rightly dividing the word, man. You know, so going to what the brother was saying. You know?
Con. But I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway. Okay, so that goes into subjugating your flesh, mortifying your members, man. Okay, mortifying your carnal desires. Okay, so that you don't end up falling away. All right, when you have preached unto others, repent. Don't do this, do that. Seek the Lord, do the work. Okay, and then you out there, and then you let your flesh win over your spirit, and now you're a castaway. The Most High cast you away from His presence, man.
You gotta be focused, man. You gotta be focused. You gotta be in tune. Like back to the analogy of sports, man. The dudes that play football and basketball, the ones that want to be championships, they stay in tune with their physical, with their physical, man. They stay in tune with that. They make sure they eat right. They make sure they go to the gym. You feel me? And you bring your body into subjection, man. And you know you are not analyzing yourself, man. All right, making sure you in the walk. You doing what you're supposed to do, man. You keeping your mind in tune, man. All right, because when you read in Luke, we brought this out earlier. When you read in Luke, all right, how it says, no man that have put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom, right? The dude that works that plow machine, he has to make sure he's focused, that his line is straight. You get me? The second he deters his focus, his line's gonna be crooked. All right, now look at a dude that's looking back. He's not focused, meaning he don't have his body under subjection. All right, he's not mortifying his flesh. He's allowing his flesh to seek those lustful shit that will pull him from the truth. You get what I'm saying? And then that he become a castaway, man. All right. Yeah, because I had a point I wanted to bring in 1 Corinthians 9:24, because it says, "Know ye not that they which run in the race run all, but one receiveth the prize? So run, that ye may obtain." All right, and you see how Paul was basically telling them to run. He was basically telling them, go. All right, not hey, this is what it is. All right, Yahushua, he is the only begotten. He is sitting on the right hand of the Heavenly Father right now. America gonna get destroyed. Okay, 2/3 of our people not gonna make it. Now go. You believe it? Go do it. Go get in tune. Get what I'm saying? Get in tune. Now check this out. In Habakkuk 2:1 it reads, "I will stand upon my watch, and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem shall answer me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it." All right. So we supposed to be making this vision plain, man. All right, because we standing upon our watch, man. Okay, we standing upon our watch. We doing what we supposed to do, man. We out there prophesying, man. All right, on the streets, and when we at home, we making our videos, man. All right, that's why that decree that the apostle made 3 videos a week. I really don't understand why it should be offending anybody, man. Because at the end of the day, you're supposed to have that mindset to begin with, man. You supposed to have that mindset that I want to make these videos. I want to make these videos. I want to push these videos because at the end of the day, you on your watch, man. Okay, you want to be able to tell somebody who basically when you pushing a video out, all you doing is spreading that seed, and when it catch the elect ear, they gonna hear the message within the message that you preaching that says run. You basically telling the elect run. Now you get it, run. All right, run. That's what we doing. We making it plain upon tables, man, so they can read it and run, man. So why, yo, death unto you if you're not doing that, man. Because basically, in a sense, you don't want this place to go down. You don't want to get in your kingdom, man. All right, because at the end of the day, like I said earlier, we doing all this for the elect's sake. Because the scriptures say when the elect gets sealed, we getting the fuck out of here. So if you don't have in your mindset where you want to push the word to tell the elect to run so they can get sealed, man, then you're not fucking right in the mind, man. You don't want to go home. You want to continue in this fuck shit, man.
Basically, you don't believe the scriptures, man. You don't believe what the if you in the mindset that brother talking about, you not wanting to push the word, man. Okay. You don't believe in the scriptures, man, okay, because the Lord promised great promises to those that be of him, okay, and the Most High promised great wrath and death and destruction upon the wicked, okay. So if you just sitting back, all right, and you just complacent and you just don't give a damn, all right, you don't believe in the words of the Lord, man, all right, and the Most High said that He's going to punish those that dwell in Jerusalem that are settled upon their leads, man. That say in their heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will He do evil, man. Basically, you calling the Most High a liar, man, and the Most High is not with that, man. The Most High is going to destroy you lukewarm, cold, looking back ass niggas, man.
You fucking hoe ass nigga. That's what you is. So like y'all, that's what you is. You just a hoe ass nigga, man. Cause I referred to Lot's wife earlier. She was just a fucking bitch, man. She looked back, got destroyed. You niggas really want to stay in this shit. You a hoe ass nigga, man. You basically just saying, no, I'd rather be a slave, man. I'd rather be a slave.
Yeah.
The Lord gonna fuck them up because what it is, they're not taking the word seriously.
At all.
They're not taking this truth seriously. If you're gonna sit there and be lukewarm or cold, or whatever you is, and you're not taking Yahweh Shem Shah seriously, man. And what he said he about to do seriously. You ain't take the brother seriously. You ain't take the brothers is prophesying seriously. You don't take shit seriously. That's why the Lord gonna fuck you up. Because you really didn't care that much that you don't want to do the work and you go back into the world.
You had something you was gonna say, everybody?
Yeah, by you not putting up videos, man, that's you walking in the spirit of Cain, man. You're not being your brother's keeper, man.
Yep.
You know, you walking in the spirit of Cain, man. You hate your brother. Not only that, by you putting up videos, that's like your epistle. You know, like in the Bible, you have different epistles. By you putting up videos, you putting up your epistles, man, for the hopeful elect to watch, man. You know, that's why the Bible says to seek the Most High 10 times more, man. We can't never do enough.
That's right.
You know, if you getting offended to do 2 videos, yo, you tripping, man. You effeminate.
Yep.
You know.
Hey, it's beautiful how you said that, right? You hit it your brother, and you're not a brother's keeper, because at the end of the day, in a roundabout way, the scriptures tell you, dang, I forget how to quote it, but in a roundabout way, if you were going off or you was fucked up and the Lord correct you and you made it out of the situation, you're supposed to strengthen your brother, man. You're supposed to be pushing that and strengthening your brother. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So in us, we were in the world, we was fucking wicked, man. The Lord brought us into the truth. Now we supposed to be strengthening our brothers, telling our brothers to get the fuck out that shit, man.
John, that's right. That's right.
That's really what you're supposed to be doing, man.
And what it is, they don't really respect order, you know, because this is an order. Now in the military, you know, people be quick to use the military or being a soldier as a reference, but they be hypocrites because they fall out over the apostles making a decision or a command through the spirit like this, you know. For instance, if you're in the military, you're not gonna agree, or you're not gonna see everything as joyful that your officers give you to do, but you do it because you're a soldier. And then you realize if you didn't from the jump, but with pushing the word, that goes without saying. But in the military, if you didn't realize the true meaning of what you went through at first, then you come to realize it.
After you done experienced it.
After
you done experienced it, you gonna realize it. Cause my bad, cause it's beautiful how you say that, right? Cause at the end of the, I lost my train of thought. Go ahead,
I was gonna say, referring to the book of Luke, man, Yahushua spoke to Simon. He said unto Simon about the woman, you know, that was basically worshiping him. He said about he basically Yahushua said, he that is forgiven much loveth much, you know. So seeing that we've been forgiven much, man, of our sins, man, we was doing pure wickedness in the world, man, pure wickedness, man, just ridiculous with it, man. Okay, and the Most High has forgiven us, man. He's given us, provided for us a gate of mercy, man.
That's right.
Okay, so seeing that we've been forgiven much, we ought to love much, man. That's right. Like the scriptures say, man. And Yahushua said, if you love me, feed my sheep, man. That's okay, right. If you love me, you will do my commandments. All right.
Right. Thought came back to mind. See how you referred to the military, right? All right. Like the brother saying, you're in the military. Dudes that fall out don't respect order, because if you're in the military, you're gonna do what the officer tell you, or the lieutenant or the sergeant or the colonel tell you, regardless whether you like it or not, right? And the shit that they tell you to do is unto your death, because 9 times out of 10 they gonna tell you to go deactivate the fucking bomb, and you probably don't know what fucking wire to cut, and you going to your fucking death, and you don't do it. Now the apostle said do 3 videos. That shit not much, man. It's not until your death, man. It's not gonna kill you, bro.
It's not grievous.
And it's actually for your life, your salvation, eternal life, man.
that's like a parent telling you to eat your vegetables. It's good for you, man.
You may not like the vegetables. They got the higher authority. You don't fucking like the vegetables. But at the end of the day, when you 45 and it take you till you 45 for you to break your first bone, you like, damn, shit. Now I realize my mom told me to eat vegetables. After I hit 40, I stopped eating vegetables. 5 years later, I break my arm. All the time I was eating vegetables, I never broke a bone. Now you understand why, man.
Hey, the Bible say, love worketh no ill to his neighbor, man. While you not putting up videos, you working ill towards your neighbor, man.
Huh?
You hate your brother. You know.
Right. Hey, you're not giving no charity either. Charity is basically you caring for your brother's well-being. All right, and if the elect is supposed to be your brother, man, you're supposed to care for their well-being. You're not supposed to want them still living in this shit, man. Come on, man. Let's shoot. We get this last precept and then we close. You still want to get this?
Yeah, it says Colossians chapter. What's up, B?
You want to bring it down? Yeah, go ahead. I'll read it.
Colossians chapter 1, verse 23. If ye continue in the faith, grounded and settled, and be not moved away from the hope of the gospel which ye have heard, and which was preached to every creature which is under heaven, whereof I, Paul, am made a minister, who now rejoice in my sufferings for you, and fill up that which is behind of the afflictions of Hamashiach in my flesh for his body's sake, which is the church, whereof I am made a minister according to the dispensation of God, which is given to me for you to fulfill the word of God.
Read it again up. Read that last verse again. Wherefore I made a minister.
It says, whereof I am made a minister according to the dispensation of God, which is given to me for you to fulfill the word of the Most High.
Come on, man. So the Most High has made us ministers, man. Okay, the same way He did unto Paul, man. Why? By the dispensation of the Most High. Okay, which is given to me for you. Okay, so it's all for the elect's sake, man. That's why Paul said that he suffered all things for the elect's sake. That's why he said what he says in verse 24, man. Who now rejoice in my sufferings for you, and fill up that which is behind of the afflictions of Hamashiach in my flesh, man, for his body's sake, man. Okay, because at the end of the day, man, first of all, we got to suffer too, man. Okay, how should I suffer for us? We all ought likewise to suffer for each other. Okay, and then on top of that, it's through our sufferings, people really see, man. They really see how serious this truth is, man. Okay, by seeing how much we willing to suffer, man. Okay, because at the end of the day, we believe in this truth. Why? Because of prophecy, man.
That's right.
Okay, the apostles believe it the same way, and the apostles of old, Paul, Barnabas, Peter, okay, they believed it because of prophecy, and they actually experienced, you know, some of those prophecies about Yahushua, okay, and about the miracles that he was going to perform actually happen, man, including him rising from the dead, man. Okay, so this gospel got to be pushed, man, because at the end of the day, man, people got to hear it, man. Okay, people got to hear it. People got to understand the gravity of this truth, man, and it's all again for the elect's sake, man. All right, this is by the dispensation of the Most High.
It's also, if I may add, we suffer for the elect's sake. Verse 24, who now rejoice in my sufferings for you, and fill up that which is behind of the afflictions of a Mashiach in my flesh for his body's sake, which is the church, man. So, hey, we preaching the gospel, man. There's certain men on earth that's ordained from the beginning to preach the gospel, man.
And
You know?
And that's saying it ain't all about you, man. It ain't all about whether you gotta chill all the time or you just don't feel like it in your spirit, man. Do it for the sake of the body, man, for your brother. Get up off your ass, man, and do these videos. Reach out to the Akim, putting up these videos, doing these epistles, these letters, these video epistles, man.
Yeah,
It ain't about you.
It's a lot. The Bible said make your body living sacrifice, man. You know? Verse 26, even the mystery which hath been hid from ages and from generations, but now is made manifest to his saints, to whom God will make known what is the riches of the glory of this mystery among the Gentiles, which is Hamashiach in you, the hope of glory. So this mystery was given to his servants, the prophets, man.
You gotta read 28. You gotta read 28.
Verse 28. Whom we preach, warning every man.
Warning every man.
And teaching every man in all wisdom, that we may present every man perfect in Hamashiach Yahushua. Whereunto I also labor, striving according to his working, which worketh in me mightily. So we can't be a slothful laborer, man. You gotta be hot for the Most High and preach this gospel, man.
Mightily.
And put up them videos. It's not grievous to put up 3 videos a week, man. You should want to do more, man.
At least 3 videos.
At least 3 videos, man.
Go ahead, like, close it, bro.
And with that, I want to give all praises, glory, honor to
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Yahushua. Double honors to my apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And greetings and salutations to the brothers pushing this truth. Shalom.
Shalom.